is Vera. We're going to talk about the OIS model, which means the Open System Interconnection. The OIS model is a conceptual framework used to understand and complement standard protocols in a network communication. It has 7 layers, and the first layer is all about the application layer, which is the top layer that directly interacts with the user to provide network services. In a scenario about Airtel Money, when you dial *185#, it will take you to the menu whereby it uses the protocols which include HTTPS and many others. The second layer is all about the presentation layer, which is the layer that formats and encrypts data so that the application layer can understand it. For example, presentation layer encrypts data and sends it into the Airtel server. Let's talk about the session layer. This layer creates and manages communication in a network. It is all about when you open the system with the Airtel server so that the transaction is successful. Let's talk about the transport layer. It ensures complete data transfer between devices. For example, when you're sending 50,000 shillings, the request is broken down into segments that make sure that the request reaches the Airtel server. The network layer. This layer decides the best path to send data sources networks using the local Airtel networks. Therefore, this layer data uses the IP addresses to send data. The data link layer, which is the second last one, it handles communication between devices in the same local network. For example, a telephone SIM card has a MAC address that sends and frames to the nearest Airtel cell tower. The last one, which is all about the physical layer, it deals with the actual physical transmission of raw bits. For example, when you tap send, your phone converts data into radio waves which hits the Airtel tower. Therefore, the transaction is complete. Thank you for listening.